Ian took his time with the Vigilante. This was personal, and he wanted to make him bleed until there was nothing left. And he would have, if he wasn't so keen on ending him with his gat. Ian dropped the knife and backtracked to the place where he set down his weapon. Just a few seconds remained until it was over for old Mr. Vigilante. There were a lot of similarities between Shinto and the Vigilante. They were in the business of ending lives, but there were some very basic things that made them different. The Vigilante was a rope man, and Shinto cheaped out and went with tape. The thing with tape, liquid, such as blood, will weaken the adhesive. The moment Ian turned his back, the Vigilante used all of the strength he had left, and then he was free. Ian had no idea what had happened until the Vigilante bashed a knee in his face. Ian screamed in horror, wishing he had just shot him from the start. The Vigilante grabbed a metal pipe, and he hit Ian with it. Again, and 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 again. After that piece of shit was dealt with, the Vigilante had no more time. He grabbed the gun and he sprinted out of that building as fast as he can. He pushed himself as far as his blood-deprived body could go. Blood dripped out of his wounds. Sweat poured out of his skin. The two mixed. He just kept running and running and running. This was the moment he was meant for. The Vigilante would be more than just a faceless killer. He would be a hero, a savior. He got to his sister's apartment, kicked the door in. Greeted Andrew. And it was over.
Finish the fuck stick off? Hello? Look, I can hear you.
I'm coming for you.
The repeated fists to the face fractured a part of Andrew's skull. Real nasty. But the Vigilante didn't think to pancake Andrew's head like he did Ian's. And yeah, maybe it was a mistake to tell Anderson he was coming for him. Actually, the Vigilante was pretty close to dying. And when Anderson got a call from the Vigilante, what do you expect him to do? He hauled his ass out of town. The Vigilante actually ended up burning Sarah's apartment to hide his identity. Little did he know, Andrew got out of there too, albeit missing an eye. The Vigilante took off and made it back to his pad before the sun came up. After that night, the Vigilante needed some time to recover. Mistake after mistake led him to his biggest failure. But in his failure, he'd find the means to push himself to save the city. Star was gone, so the Vigilante was back on his own. The only difference was that now he had names. The last few months of his endeavors taught him when it was appropriate to do damage and when to be more subtle. He got into his inner detective and snooped around the criminal underworld for deets on the remnants of Shinto. Anderson left Mancreet as soon as his life was in danger, and the lower-level guys didn't even know where he went. But they did have information on Andrew. The Vigilante was almost surprised that Andrew survived. But it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Andrew, of all people, would actually have information of where to find Anderson. So that was the next mission. To find Andrew, question him, and finish him off.
What the fuck? What? Oh god, it's him! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Oh. Andrew! Where are you?
You can't kill me. You can't kill what's been set in motion. You see, the world needs to burn. Together, we're the fire. I am you. And you are me.
You think you're better than us? You think pulling the trigger makes you a better person? You killed us in cold blood. How dare you call yourself a vigilante for good?
Why the fuck did you have to come after me, man? I was just doing my fucking job.
You think you're a tough guy? You're sneaking into my apartment, killing me in cold blood? I ain't done nothing wrong that day. I was just doing my job. I was following orders. You killed me. All because some guy above me had me standing guard. I know my grandkids will never get to know their grandpa.
You saw it right to end my life before I even had a chance.
So, the war hero has come to save the world. That's it. Keep going. You can save everyone. Just keep moving. Keep shooting. Keep killing.
Fuck. Fuck. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, beat me.
Fucking.
We're playing up. Oh, you know your sister is rougher than you are.
You're so much fun.
Yeah, you're tougher than that. Well, Mr. Vigilante, you went to Afghanistan.
Well, come on, Lieutenant. Let's bring this to an end. End me and save everyone from their sins. Come on. Do it. Do it! Do it!
Where is Anderson? Where is he?
You want to know something? When I told you I didn't like you,
I'm not gonna ask again.
that was a lie. You're just perfect.
Why don't you have a seat?
Oh. You want to know where Thomas Anderson is? Anderson's just a puppet. Just like Koufax. Just like you. What? Oh, you don't get it, do you? You see, there needed to be someone like you. Someone who would throw it all away to rid the scum who ruled the world. We saw what you did in Afghanistan. When you came back to Mancreet, all we had to do was push you over the edge.
What the hell are you talking about?
I could explain the whole story to you in every minute detail, but we don't have all night. You see, there needed to be someone who wouldn't be corrupted by the streets of Mancreet. Someone who would stand up against its tyranny. Someone who would give hope and inspiration to the innocent. You see, in order for there to be a hero for everyone to stand behind, there had to be a villain. Lieutenant, you are part of our plan. We created you. And congratulations, you've been successful for the most part. All that's left of the Shinto Corporation is me. Once I'm gone, the rest will fall.
You bastard.
So, let's finish what we started, Lieutenant. Come on! Do it! Pull the trigger!
You fucking bastard.
Good. You're angry. Come on, take your revenge. Do it!
You've killed so many people. You've ended so many lives. You killed my sister. You turned the city into chaos. Just so I could destroy you?
And bring in a new era where no evil will ever be seen again. So come on, do it. I'm a really bad guy. Come on, kill me! Kill me! Do it! No! No, no, no! No! You have come this far! You have to complete our plan! If you spare me, I'll keep destroying everyone and everything
You see, not killing me would go against everything you stand for.
God damn it. You're right.
And that was it. The Vigilante learned the ugly truth. He was a product of an evil plan. A plan that had beneficial results after all. But was it worth all of the pain, suffering, and destruction to reach that happy ending? Maybe it was. I mean, if Shinto hadn't created the Vigilante, Sal, Morelli, and Colfax would still be at it. The thieves, rapists, murderers, drug dealers wouldn't have anything to fear. They'd just keep destroying the city. So as much as he would hate to admit it, Shinto's plan actually was a big success. But he wouldn't let it end here. For whatever it was worth, he would continue to get rid of the unjust in the world. As Shinto's presence left Mancreet, so did Vasicane. Eventually, the minds of those who were corrupted under its influence got back to a normal life. Once much of the story had gone public, the Vigilante had earned the respect he deserved from the people of Mancreet. Maybe they weren't as extreme as the Vigilante, but they led to the purification of the city. And now, Mancreet is the place to be. A thriving haven for the American dream. But the Vigilante's story is far from over. He would do everything that was necessary to carry out the plan. From city to city, he would show that the good guys are not just going to sit around and wait for the bad guys to throw all their shit at him. While he toppled drug lords and arms dealers, he still kept his sights on the biggest fish. Shinto was still out there, and the Vigilante wouldn't rest until there was nothing left. But Shinto was much bigger than the Vigilante could have anticipated. They were already on an international level, seeping into the government, on their way to global domination. They both pursued a brighter future. Shinto, of course, was all business, and let the ends justify the means. They wanted to burn everything down and rebuild over the ashes. But the Vigilante just wasn't that way. He wouldn't harm anyone that didn't have him coming his way. And that's why he became something that he didn't think of himself as. He became a hero. The hero of Mancreet. And maybe someday, he'll be a hero of a city near you. Now that Mancreet is all cleaned up, you should come down and pay a visit. Maybe move in. And if you're from Mancreet, you should appreciate how good you have it, compared to back in the day. Check out the sights, go on some tours, enjoy yourself. But whatever you do, don't start any trouble. There's folks here that don't take kindly to troublemakers. Don't say I didn't warn you.